Hello and welcome to the next episode. The 9th place team in the Keeper League. Yes, there is nothing quite like a guy who defies all the odds. Where you look at his team and you say, you know what? This is not that good of a fantasy team. There is no way this guy can make the playoffs. And he fights and he scrounges and he has all kinds of guys. He wins those small ball categories, and out of nowhere he makes the playoffs and makes a run in the playoffs, and he's the Kansas City Royals of the league. Yeah, of course we are talking about Team Zips. Now, the thing about Team Zips is that I finally was right last year about him. He didn't make the playoffs, and I thought every other year that he wouldn't, and he didn't last year. But this year, could it change? Well, you just have to watch the rest of the video to find that out. Duh. There's always one girl who thinks she knows. It's an unbiased opinion with flow.
Zips. Usually when I think of a zipper, it goes up, but word on the street is your team is going down.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather speaks.
Team Zips, or shall we say small ball. Every year this guy builds the same roster and beats people because they haven't figured out that he beats you in all the categories that you can never win. So let's go through and see what he's got. Dude at first base, was it a career last year or is he getting better? We'll find out. Already going to be 29 this year though. Second base, Kipnis, could be a good rebound player. Shortstop, Ibar and Seaman. Well, insert joke here, I guess. Third base, David Wright. If he stays healthy, solid third baseman, probably not in the upper tier anymore. Going to the outfield, Revere, Yelich, Ozuna, Marte, Kane. Speedsters, I can tell you right now, that's stolen base city. Going to the starting pitching staff, or should I say the Mets starting pitching staff, we have DeGrom, Wheeler, Snyder, Guard, or whatever, and a bunch of other guys that are pretty good, potentially. Young, solid pitching staff. I think they'll probably be better than we think. Bullpen looks outstanding. Therefore, I will go 6th place for Zips.
Bust. Yeah, let's play a game, okay? This player, 3 of the last 4 years, has had 63 RBIs or less. Last year, he had a abysmal 698. 698 OPS. Can you name the player? The player's David Wright, for criminy sakes. David Wright! This guy used to be a stud. He's not anymore, okay? Why he gets drafted as high as he does baffles me in all leagues. So yes, the bust easily. New Yorker bet, David Wright. What are you talking about, young man? You're not even in the same ballpark as me. Like John Cena of the WWE would say, "You can't see me." Yes, yes, we have the sleeper for Team Zips, and that is Jason Kipnis. Yes, Jason Kipnis last year, 240, 6 home runs, 41 RBIs, very low totals. He was hurt. The lineup with Cleveland is better this year. Everything will be more better for Jason Kipnis, the sleeper for Team Zips. No fantasy for you. No, none. Billy to the Butler, okay? 271, 9 homers, 66 RBIs. That is what he did last year. That sucks, okay? And first base production, we need some big boy first base production if you're going to have a first baseman on your fantasy team. Billy Butler is not that guy, okay? And I'm not saying Kansas City is a great place to hit in, but you know what else isn't? Oakland, not a great place to hit in, okay? So he's 30 years old. Why is he going to get better now, okay? I think you've seen the high points of Billy Butler. Billy Butler is a guy who should not be owned fantasy-wise. The Team Zips has what we would say one of the better, if not the best, bullpen in the league. He has Betances, Wade Davis, Craig Kimbrell, Glenn Perkins, and, of course, Trevor Rosenthal, who did struggle last year, but he is the weakest link of a very strong bullpen. 3 saves guys, 2 holds guys, depending on what happens with Betances. He could be a closer or a saves guy. That's not in stone either way. I believe that he has probably the best bullpen in the league. Team Zips. Wrong. Would you say there's clowns at a circus? Well, then you can't say that the Zips have the best bullpen. Too much action going on, okay? I never thought I'd say this phrase. Let's let Random Thug bring back some normalcy to the program. Random Thug. Well, this is my favorite team because of all those steals. 181 in the lineup last year. That's for reals. I understand that the Punch and Judy categories is what Team Zips is going for. You've got guys like Lorenzo Cain, Marte, Revere. I got it, okay? Just like Random Thug said, 181 steals. That's fine and dandy. You want to dominate that category. Congratulations. But when you only have 2 guys all of last year that only had 70 RBIs or more. Well, more than 70 RBIs. There was another guy who had 70. So you had 2 guys who had more than 70 RBIs. You're going to get dominated in the power categories. And honestly, you might be okay if you had a dominating pitching staff, but it's just a young staff, okay? Is DeGrom going to do it again? Is Ventura going to do it again? And Ventura, you could say this is he's been doing it for a few years now, but he was a reliever and then a starter, and that always messes with guys' arms. Eovaldi, McHugh, it's just a lot of question marks in the starting rotation, and that's why I don't see this team. If a lot of things go right, yes, he can make the playoffs, but I don't see it happening. I see Team Zips down at number 9. So, hopefully by tomorrow, I'll get the next one loaded. Well, it depends on my computer. Computer takes forever to download these stupid videos. It's ridiculous. I don't understand.